the man accidentally found his daughter's name on a list of deceased people at the funeral home. At first, he thought it was just a mistake, maybe another person with the same name. But when he went to the hospital to visit her, he overheard a conversation about a recent murder case. They said the victim was a little girl who had been in the hospital for over a week and whose father hadn't visited her once, while her mother had stayed with her the whole time. Feeling something was off, the man rushed to his daughter's room. There, he saw the doctor packing up the empty bed. When he asked about her, he was told she had been discharged. Thinking his wife had taken their daughter home, he had no idea that the girl everyone was talking about was his own daughter. The truth was, his daughter was dead, and he was involved in her death, along with his nephew. When the man's brother passed away young, he took in his nephew, but he spoiled him too much, which led the boy to bully his younger cousin. On his daughter's 7th birthday, his wife brought home a cake for her. The boy managed to eat it, and despite his wife's frustration, the man gave it to his nephew, saying it was his duty. The little girl watched as her cousin ate the cake, then asked for just one bite. The boy, angry, swung his arm, and the fork he was holding accidentally stabbed her in the eye. Thankfully, she was rushed to the hospital in time. Furious, the woman slapped the boy, and her mother-in-law, who saw it, blamed herself. The man then scolded his wife, saying it was just kids being kids and she shouldn't make a big deal of it. The doctor reassured them that the injury wasn't serious, though she advised keeping the wound dry to prevent infection. While the girl was in the hospital, the woman fed her porridge. When the doctor called her away, her mother-in-law stepped in to care for the girl. As soon as the woman left, the boy, holding a grudge for being scolded earlier, poured the hot porridge onto the girl's wound to get back at her. The woman heard her daughter's cries and rushed back to the room. In her panic, she pushed her mother-in-law aside, causing the older woman to fall and hit her head. When the man heard about his mother's dizziness, he took her to the emergency room, completely ignoring his daughter's pain. The girl was saved after emergency treatment, but the man never visited her. When the woman called him, telling him their daughter wanted to see him, he blamed her for pushing his mother and causing her injury. As the man considered visiting his daughter, his nephew stopped him, saying he was scared to be alone with his grandmother at night. Thinking his wife was looking after their daughter, the man decided to stay home. A week later, when the woman returned to the house to get documents for the discharge, she found her husband playing with his nephew. Disappointed, she told him again to pick up their daughter the next day.